Following podcast may be explicit. One Joe Young presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
And you are finding us online right here, right now. We are Adventures from the Shed online, coming to you, continuing our game where Eli is running it. So I'm going to start introducing us with me. I'm Joe. I'm playing Jonesy Johnson, one of the research team 12 guys who is out there trying to figure out what supernatural crap's going on. I'll hand it over to that guy there.
I'm assuming that's me.
Yep.
I'm Zeb. I'm playing Crawford Barlett. He is a Southern man, also part of the same research team. Just trying to figure out where this man that we're looking for went and what the heck is going on in this wacko town. And I'll move it on.
Speaking of wacko, hi guys. My name's Randy, and I play the ever so creepily anime I sick, you sick, we all sick. It's good to be back. Missed you guys. Maybe not for you guys at home, but it's been a few weeks for us.
It should be at least a week in between the time they hear it until they binge later on.
That's true.
And we will
with
send
no segue,
the man in charge.
hello everybody. My name is Eli. I am going to be the storyteller for this evening in our World of Darkness game. So, prior to the start of the recording, I used a completely fair and impartial decision-making process to decide which one of us is going to give the recap for tonight. And the gods have thus decreed that it's going to be me.
Nice.
I punked myself by putting myself in the running. So I stand by my decisions. So in our last session, we started with Isaac in jail and Jonesy and Crawford. Well, Isaac being held at the police station and Jonesy and Crawford running away to figure out what to do next and see if they can get any information off of a fitness tracker / smartwatch that they found at the Church of the Valley. Somebody can give me the proper name for it at a later point in time.
People's Mission Bridge of the Fellowship Harvest Church of the Valley.
There it is.
That was technically a later time, yes.
Yep. They did have to expend one of their resource dots to buy the specialized tools needed to salvage any data off of it, but this does also mean that they have a data scouring device. So if they find equipment in less disrepair, it should still work for that. You just have a single dot of resources now. Congratulations, you have between yourselves like $600-700.
Nice.
I
thought I had.
I'm gonna buy iron.
I'm gonna buy some soup. On that smartwatch, you found 3 important pieces of data. 1, you confirmed that it belonged to Victor Cruz.
There was
2,
an increased number of steps before it stopped working, and there were 3 warning messages of a high heart rate, I think it was.
Yes. The takeaway was that he was either forced to run on a treadmill as torture or was chased by somebody one day and then was kidnapped another.
He was chased by the treadmill, which then kidnapped him.
He was chased by the treadmill company. Yep.
Knowing where
No,
Crawford
the
went,
treadmill.
Probably could have.
The treadmill itself?
Yes.
Its stance came loose and it just kept going.
Treadmill companies aren't supernatural, but a treadmill, it can chase you. Yeah.
And when it's chasing you, it becomes a dreadmill.
Oh.
All right. Let's save the attempt at bonus XP for the actual role play, shall we?
That's not an attempt. That's just me.
That's not an attempt. That's a success.
Mm-hmm.
On the note of Randy and his character and their strange little way of speaking, Isaac, while in the police holding cell, met a man who introduced himself as Ricky. He seemed to be, if not well acquainted with, or he seemed to be a man who either had good connections or had just done this many times. as he told you that his lawyer was coming to get him out here soon. He made some small talk with you and really took a liking to Isaac. Found him to be just like a really weird, just silly, just crazy guy, man. When it was brought up that Isaac knew how to take care of animals, get them back into good health.
All a lie, by the way.
Ricky used that as an excuse to get Isaac out of police holding when his lawyer came to pick him up, so that he could bring Isaac to his friend's place and help a couple of men that were bandaged up but in bad condition in the back room. One had a broken bone and some ruptured veins because of a fall, and another one had a couple of gunshot wounds, one of which hitting a bone. That guy's gonna be feeling that forever.
Yeah,
Don't get shot,
Ricky's
kids.
dogs.
Yeah, he referred to them as his friend's dogs when he first gave the proposition, and after Isaac agreed to help out these dogs, it was then revealed, oh wait, these are people. But Ricky was quite grateful for Isaac's work, and it just so happened that Ricky is the man that the party was looking for to help put them on the lead to finding Victor Cruz, or at least anybody who knew him while he was here. Very much a scratch my back, I'll scratch yours situation there. Isaac was then dropped off at the motel where he met back up with the party. But while Isaac was doing all of that, Jonesy, Crawford, they went back to the church where Isaac got arrested to investigate the statue again. They had a conversation.
Across the street. What are you talking about?
They had a conversation with the priest. Jonesy gave confession. Immediately outed his friend as a liar to the priest.
What?
Yeah, that was the first thing you said in confession.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we've been here.
Because
That was
Crawford tried to play it off as, oh no, those guys that caused the commotion, that two very different sets of people. But Crawford was able to take advantage of the confession time to get out into the courtyard and examine the statue again, where he had a very strange encounter with it. He was seemingly transported into an alternate realm, a different dimension, one might say. Not in the mathematical sense, the cool sense, like an actual physical space he can interact with, probably.
Yeah, it really freaked me the freak out, man.
He wasn't able to spend a whole lot of time in there before being yanked back to reality. Well, he was freaked out and tried to go back to Jonesy, and when he went through a doorway, he found himself back in the real world.
Back to reality, full of gravity.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like it was a dark and stormy night. Right? Film noir.
Yep, Zeb, go ahead, roll new character as the other one as Crawford's lost to the ether.
He's gone.
Yeah,
No
we got
other
Crawford back is who we got.
Yeah.
No other major information was gained at the church, other than you've now made the. It was Father Martin Forrester. You've made his acquaintance and at least shown that you're willing to work with him, do church things if it means that y'all aren't seen as bad guys. So maybe an amicable relationship can be salvaged yet. The group met back up at the motel later in the day, went over the information that they had, and that was the end of the session, the conclusion of the third day of the investigation. We'll be coming up onto day 4. Does anybody else have something they want to add into the recap? If so, speak now or forever hold your peace. If not, we can go ahead and move on, unless somebody has a question to ask.
Thanks for folding my shirts wrong, Jonesy. Jerk.
Hey, it's whatever it is, man.
Okay, then.
Oh, shit.
So, with nothing to add, we'll go ahead and get into it. You go ahead and rest for the night. Isaac, you put Ricky on the trail, but I don't believe that you actually exchanged contact information. He just knows where you're he just knows where you sleep right now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, you need me, you come find me. Here.
Okay. So with the group having settled down for the night, one in each bed, one sleeping on the chair that's in every hotel and motel possible. You get some rest. It's a clear night, a little warm, little humid, but the air conditioner works well enough. That's not really an issue. However, in the middle of the night, there is a knocking on the motel door. I'm under the assumption that everybody here is going to be sleeping like a normal functioning adult and not treating this like a Dungeons and Dragons game where one person is awake at all times.
No.
Yeah, no way.
No.
Need my beauty rest.
So then, can each of you give me a stamina roll?
Solid, straight up stamina.
And the way this is going to work is if you get a success, you stay asleep.
If you get a success,
I'll probably fail. My stamina is a whole 1.
Oh, well, you don't get a lot of sleep usually, but for some reason, I feel like that fits for Isaac. Just kind of seems like the guy that doesn't sleep very well.
No successes. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, no.
0 success.
Yep. Oh, that's not just 0 successes. That's a roll of a 1.
Oh no.
We'll go ahead and touch on that once we get everybody else's.
Yeah. I've got a 2, an 8, and a 7.
Okay.
For whatever reason, it's not letting me click it on the character sheet. When I click stamina, it doesn't show up. So I just rolled 3 10s because I have 3 dots in stamina.
You may need to make sure that you've cleared out any.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now, just to see if I can figure it out.
You've got a single success, so Jonesy manages to stay asleep. Crawford, you've got 1 success, but that success is a 10. Would you like to re-roll it? You could get a 1 if you want your character to wake up.
Dude, let's do it.
Or you could get
All
a 10
right.
again.
6.
No, that's a 6. So you do still have a single success. So you stay asleep. Isaac, do you hear that knocking sound? And as you've gone to bed, as your brain is going through everything that happened in the day, it really sinks in just how dangerous of a situation you had found yourself in. Getting involved with somebody like that in that circumstance means that you've come very close to joining Victor. So while you do get to sleep, it's not a very good sleep. So when you hear that banging on the door, you are immediately like into action.
Oh shit, I thought I returned his iron. Oh my gosh. Oh wait.
Before
No,
you
I turned
even
that in.
realize that you are standing up, you are before you realize that you're standing up, you have already gotten up onto your 2 feet. You're posted up. You have your gun out in front of you, pointed towards the door. Finger on the trigger, just waiting. You realize, oh wait, I'm not supposed to have my finger on the. There we go.
Trigger discipline.
There we go.
What am I thinking? All right. Who is
Pointing
it?
the gun back at the door. Who is it? When you ask, it's a woman's voice. Front desk. I have a call for Isaac.
Oh shit, this lady
Meredith.
again. Maybe I should apologize formally to her. This is a grand opportunity. All right. He's thinking in his head or out loud slightly. Right there. Boys. Yeah, let him sleep. Who cares? So I open the door and
Do you put the gun away?
Yeah, he would have tucked it back
Okay.
into his pants with
Just
his
opening the door, his gun in her face. Who's trying to call?
Oh, wait.
Oh, it's just you. My bad. I have a call from a man calling himself Ricky. He wants to talk to Isaac. I told him I'd look, but I didn't tell him you're here.
That's fine. I'll go take the call. Also, by the way, sorry about last night or the night before. They blur together. I was a jerk. I'm sorry.
Well, apology accepted. And she just, with that, just turns and, guides you to the front office when you're ready.
Yep, I follow. So, any word on our room getting a new iron? What's the deal there?
The boss, he said he's not going to be getting a new iron. But don't worry. I don't worry. I told Pablo to keep the iron ready in the morning.
Thank you so much. I have a lot of iron to do. Somebody played a little prank on me while I was away.
Oh, pobrecito.
It's so horrible, man.
Okay. Señor es mío muy loco. Anyway, let's go.
She picks up the phone and says that that you're here to take the call, and she's passing the phone over to you.
¿Qué pasa?
Hey, I had a question about this Victor guy.
Yes, what's up?
So, like, you said he was like a tall Mexican Tom Cruise. Is this like a tall, or like tall for a Mexican tall?
Oh, do I have any notes on that? I believe you just said Mexican Tom Cruise.
You give him the information that you have. He says, okay. In that case, I think I found someone who saw him, or at least like remember seeing him. It's this chick that works at the Burger Monarch. Yeah, she said a guy that looked like Tom Cruise came in. She wanted his autograph, but realized he wasn't Tom Cruise. Yeah, apparently she like made a special dish for him too because she thought it was him. I don't know. She's just some kid. I didn't really take her seriously, but I mean, the guy fits the description.
Yeah, that's a shame of her not getting to meet Tom Cruise in real life. You know what her name is?
Tom Cruise.
Amarella.
Yeah, she said her name was Angela. Hold on. It was and it gives you the address for the Burger Monarch.
Really? At 123 Burger Street. Interesting.
Yeah, it's actually right there. You should be close to it. They're on Motel Street over by where you're at.
It's right at the intersection of Burger and Onion.
Weird. It was intersecting Church Street earlier.
Yep. Anyways, taking down the address of the Burger Monarch, he says he doesn't have anything else to give you right now, but he's gonna keep looking. So if he finds anything, he'll talk to you again. He asks if this is the best way for him to talk to you.
No, here's my number. And I just give him my number 555.
All right, 1 2 3 5 5 5 4 5 6 7. Got it.
And your guy should be changing his his bandages on his leg like every 8 hours or so until it fully heals. The guy with the bullet.
Every 8 hours. Okay, we didn't know. We were doing it every like 2.
It's probably good for the start. It gets a lot of blood, but
okay,
it's gonna get down to like 8 for a few days, and then he'll be good.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Adios.
Adios. I thought the call's ended.
Yep.
Looking up the address that he gave you, the Burger Monarch that he mentioned is actually the same one that Crawford got his soup from.
What?
Yeah, it's just a few streets down.
Wicked.
No. Hell yeah.
More soup.
That's right. I got my chicken sandwich with my buffalo sauce and French fries. It was so good. Anyway, thank you for telling me about the call. They shouldn't bother you anymore. Anyway, you have a good night.
You too, mijo.
You have a good night.
Just
You have a-
post
you have a-
up. No, you have a
better
good
not.
night.
No, you have a good night. You have a good night.
No,
Hope
Light
I
shines on
bright.
the ground.
exist.
All right. Getting back to your room, it's a lot easier to fall back asleep now. You a little bit of that anxiety that was running through your head has calmed itself down. With a call like that, he probably doesn't have any ill intentions. It seems like you really did a solid for him, and he's really trying to pay it back.
Yeah, he didn't sense anything offhand the whole entire time. It was a little weird when he hey, come get my ride. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
there's more of you than me. But other than that, it was pretty smooth sailing.
All right.
I thought.
There are no other events through the night, and so day 4 begins. How does everybody start their day?
Well, actually, I put Jonesy's hand into a warm cup of water before I go back to sleep.
Hope my
because
pants stay dry.
I'm a chemist, and I know about this kind of stuff. So he's gonna mess with me. I'm gonna mess with him before he wakes.
And what if I told you the water heater was broken?
Ah, son of a!
I'm not saying it is.
He
I'm
irons
asking
the
what
water
would
to
you
heat it up.
You'll use the
Ooh,
complimentary
good
can and put some water in it and heat it up on the stovetop.
I'll start a garbage fire outside. Use that to warm it up.
just start a fire. What the hell?
Thanks, Lord. Good night.
But yeah, what is everybody's morning routine here? Now that you've gotten a bit more settled in for the investigation.
I immediately wake up, go take shit.
All right.
Isaac
I
would
More
probably.
to real life than anything.
Yeah, I don't. Jonesy will spend the morning each morning making sure he has separated his work items from his personal items. Because all of his work items, he's written a number 12 on it in some way or another. So this is part of just getting organized in the morning. Separate the crystals for work and the crystals for personal stuff, and the Hawaiian shirts for work and the Hawaiian shirts for personal stuff. You don't want to get those mixed up. It'll just mess with the whole groove of the day. Yeah.
I do have to ask,
Yeah.
does he write 12 on the what did I call it? Data scouring tools?
Once he has purchased it and it is his, yes, there'll be a 12 engraved or scratched into it somewhere. Otherwise, he'll forget and he'll think it's a personal thing and he'll take it home later.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything will be marked work or not work.
And Isaac?
He probably
Other
would have
than
gotten up.
ironing his shirts?
He probably would have gotten up like an hour before to go get the iron and started that. And then after the guys woke up, he probably would finish up his ironing and then probably see what food they have keeping there to heat up for the guys. Just get their meals started for the day.
All right. Well, other than the vending machine outside, you would have to go down to the convenience store for a few things. But the convenience store here seems to be built more around being an actual convenience store, not just like a gas station that sells snacks. There's like half gallons of milk. There's
Bread.
dozen eggs, things of generic potted meat.
So, boys, seems our fridge is a little low of leftovers. We should probably go buy some food. Also, if you want to get some lunch, we should go to the Burger Monarch and meet up with this girl named Angela. She's seen our boy. Victor,
Okay.
New cup of soup?
new cup of soup.
I'm gonna have to try that soup, man.
All right. Well, then let's get to getting.
Okay. So to be clear, you're getting breakfast items from the convenience store, and around lunchtime, you'll go to the Burger Monarch.
Yeah, we'll probably just grab a few things to keep around that can last about a week and a half.
All right.
About
Was there
all the
anything
time
you
we
wanted, anything you wanted to take care of in the morning before lunchtime, or is this going to be some time to like settle down, relax, maybe take a union mandated smoke break or something?
Definitely that.
It's been a busy few days.
After breakfast, Isaac will do what he has yet to start doing because he wasn't comfy the last few days. Mostly because I think he spent a night in jail, or was that just a few hours? But no, he practices drawing his gun just over and over again.
I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna in my journal about my experiences in the other, or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, and this is just like a private journal written in plain text.
Written in plain text.
Okay.
That nothing, no secrets in there. Anybody can read it if they want. It's my personal journal.
He uses just the nub of a Crayola orange-red crayon in order to do his journal.
He doesn't have a pen, but he managed to find the remains of a crayon in the motel room.
It's the back of the end of the crayon, not the pencil end. It's all broken on the other side.
They went to the store. Why are you using that? You could have bought some pencils.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I'd have to
How's
keep
my
track of
journaling?
them. He's gonna go to his bag and look for his specific lab coat that he carries around just in case he needs it, and pulls one pen off of his pocket to his lab coat. Let's use this.
Lab coat nerd.
Fine.
Okay, Mr. Open bowler shirt, Hawaiian shirt, dude.
Hey, man.
Okay.
I'm playing with you, pal. Sorry.
So, Zeb, I've gone ahead and made a handout for Crawford's journal. If you have anything in particular that you want to put in the journal, go ahead and type it in there. Otherwise, this is an item that you have.
Okay, cool.
So I didn't quite catch what Jonesy was doing. So we've got Isaac with morning drills.
Well, I had
Crawford with.
I do organization.
Organization. Okay.
Yeah, keeping track of my work stuff and home stuff separately, right?
Okay.
And that takes time because I surprise myself at all the different places I write the number 12 on my work stuff. So I regularly have to flip something. Like if I had a cube, I would have to flip it over 6 times before I found the side that I wrote it on every time. Yes.
Okay. So you all spend the first few hours of the day just decompressing. Some idle conversation, maybe
meditation. I almost forgot. There's got to be meditation involved.
Yep.
Meditation,
idle conversation, a few short remarks about the investigation so far. But come lunchtime, you all prep yourselves mentally to get back into the investigator mindset, and you head off to the Burger Monarch. Yep.
Randy gave you a single clap.
It was a fly last time, and now it's these stupid friggin' fruit flies.
Yeah,
over broccoli, which made no sense whatsoever.
Hey,
broccoli
man,
does make no sense. Yeah.
Well,
plant matters, plant matter.
Fly.
I'm a vegetable, Mr. Fly. What are you doing? All right.
You head that way, and since it is lunchtime, there is quite the line. You do, after about 40 minutes, manage to get your order in. You go sit down. Yeah, it's quite the line. It's a very popular restaurant.
The only place to eat around here? What's going on?
It's the only place worth eating at around here. Straight up, I used to work at a Whataburger that's just down the street from me. Right next to it, a McDonald's and a Schlotzsky's. That Whataburger is the only place that ever has customers. I'm convinced that Schlotzsky's is a front.
Gotta get my ticket.
There's never people there. Anyways, if the organization that is using that Schlotzsky's as a front happens to watch this, Please don't come after me.
I'd like to try to get the wait time down at least 15 minutes for us by talking about how there's man, I wonder if they cleared up that rat issue they had the other night while we're
Ooh.
waiting in line.
Okay, go ahead and give me a manipulation socialize.
Manipulation,
Nice.
click off stamina, manipulation, and socialize. Where are you? Where are you?
Saw the
It'll
health
be-
worker, and
Here it is.
all his vials were testing positive for rat poison.
All right.
I like the irony of not being able to find socialize.
4 successes. That is
God damn.
a
And
10,
one of
an
them's a
8, a 9, and 8.
Do you want
you know
to re-roll the 10? Go
I
for
will
5?
roll one more time. How do I
All
roll
right.
once?
Gosh.
How do I roll just once? Do I just
Nice. Oh,
just
yeah.
a-
just-
just a D10? Was it?
Yeah, just one D10. 9. So that is 5 total successes.
Good
Congratulations.
golly, Miss Molly.
Folks, we have gotten to our first quintuple success. What that means here is that you will have the freedom to describe the entire action as you see fit.
You're going
So
to say he actually conjured a rat.
He reaches into a bag, pulls out a live rat, and throws it in the
Why not?
kitchen. Somehow nobody sees.
Yeah, of course.
So we pull up and there's this giant line. We're all like just chit chatting. I'm like, you know what? This sucks. We're just baking in the sun right now. And I'm a pasty Germany doctor dude. Let's try to get this line smaller. I wanted to clear up this rat problem. People are like, what the? And just start wandering. And I'm like, man, those roaches. I found one in my soup the other day here. It was gross. And just slowly but surely weeding the people in front of us down until there's only a few people left.
Okay. So
Without anyone noticing anything weird going on. It just looks like people are just leaving because we're keeping it down quiet enough that they can't, like the employees cannot hear us talk about what's going on.
yeah, it doesn't take long at all. Once people start hearing that there's a major health code violation like that, several of them do just up and leave. A few people that were already eating overhear you. They get up and leave. A few of the people in front of you get up and leave. You do get the wait time. I'm going to say you get the wait time down to 10 minutes. While you did get a lot of people to leave, some people just don't. They just don't give a fuck. They know what side of town they're on. Like, hell, they're probably eating here because it's going to be worse to cook at home.
This is 123 Burger Street, not 321. So we're
Yeah.
sticking through.
This isn't the good Burger Monarch.
321 had a plague of its own.
Okay. When you do get up to order, you see that a young girl, perhaps in her mid-teens, is at the cash register, and her little name plaque does read Angela.
Nice.
Hello, welcome to Burger Monarch. How can I help you?
3 soups, please.
Make mine a large.
Sir, we don't serve soup here.
You served it last time we were here.
And you notice that when she says that, her face gets bright red. On Crawford's comment, she says, "Sir, I've never served soup for somebody here. We have a fine selection of sandwiches and hamburgers to choose from. Reminder that the last time you were here and ordered soup, it was also like 9-10 at night."
Yeah, it was really late.
So I heard Tom Cruise comes here often. You hear about that?
And she kind of like bows her head a little. No, sir, I didn't. So would you like just a few 3 number 1 meals?
What's the number 1?
Just a regular hamburger with our fresh ingredients, sir. It comes with a meal and your choice of either onion rings or fries.
Can you substitute the onion rings for soup?
Or chili?
What's your soup of the day?
She's
Man.
not happy. She's clearly very embarrassed.
Is this
And you're
Angela,
pretty sure
or was
at this rate, you're actually just not going to get lunch.
Hmm.
All right. I'll take a number 1, large, with extra cheese, French fries, and then I'll have another number 1, medium.
With no cheese.
No
Less cheese, not no cheese,
Doesn't-
less cheese.
Less cheese. Less
doesn't want to
cheese.
buy a writing utensil, but he's going to order fucking 2 combo meals.
I'm hungry.
And to be fair, you can get a writing utensil like anywhere.
That's true.
It's what, one pen. Somebody's gonna miss one generic pen. If it's like a special pen, okay, I get it. But if it's just like a Bic capped pen, like, come on, they've probably already got a 30-pack in their drawer, anyways.
Sounds like Crawford's going to be writing in his journal with a Monarch Burger pen later today.
Yeah, and I for drinks, can I get one with a soda, and then the other one just a large water? I got plans for this water. Can the water be slightly warm?
Oh, no! Oh God! Ugh, lukewarm burger soup. I hate you, Zeb. So you do put your orders in, and you do realize that you're the last people in line here. Nobody else has gotten in behind you. The few people that you do remember being there seem to have buggered off.
That's the rat thing.
Yeah.
They've been ratted out.
Jonesy, you're up. What do you want?
You don't have to give me your actual orders here. I'm not making food for you. I'm not sending it across state lines to get to you.
Come on, buddy.
No, it's
Give it to me,
illegal.
DM.
No,
You
So-
said the Whataburger right down the street.
I'm not. Look, no. If you want to pay for my lunch, sure, but I'm not. You're not gonna get me to get you lunch so I can drive across God knows how many states to get you lunch in 3 days.
I made the drive in about 10 hours.
Okay, so you want my order then?
No.
All right, I want a burger.
Getting your
And-
orders in, you realize that you are the last people in line. So if you want to take a little extra time to talk to Angela, now would be the time to do it, unless you want to just leave her be.
Angela was the one we were dealing with at the counter, or was that somebody else?
Yes, Angela was at the cashier.
Yeah.
Or cash register.
So these fries are delicious. We'll go up to, well, at least Isaac will go up to the cash register and start talking to Angela. So, how long have you been working here?
Go ahead and give me a presence socialize.
Got these select stuff and that.
Yeah. Going along the first line of questioning, she tells you
Socialize. Okay.
she just kind of gives you a non-committal, just, you know, everything's going
Ooh.
fine, your food will be out shortly. Zero successes.
Two
And
ones.
that's 2 ones. You as you're speaking with her, it's clear that she's uncomfortable, and you notice that the team manager on shift has noticed you speaking to her, and she's not happy. She's not happy at all. You know yourself, Isaac. You know how aggressive you can get sometimes, and you know that most people just really aren't willing to deal with that. The vibe that you're getting from her is what you imagine is the same vibe other people are getting from you. That's just not something that you really want to deal with right now. That would probably complicate things a lot for your investigation.
Anyway, so I'm going to go bye.
I just finished making my burger soup. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
I
But,
did.
I
Right,
finished.
so sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I finished making my burger soup. I noticed that Isaac is having some lady trouble over there, and
He doesn't do too well with the ladies. There was what's her face at the night
where do
shift.
you live? I'm gonna take my chances to be as professional as possible. Walk up to the counter and first I'm gonna flash my. We're part of
your
the.
pants, buddy.
We're park rangers, or we're pretending to be park rangers, right?
Your
You're
cover is
zoologists.
cryptozoologists.
Right.
So we've established that you have a fake ID. Are you just flashing the ID from your wallet quickly? Okay.
Real quick.
To try and
just to put some, like, I mean, she's a teenager, so, like, I mean, is she really going to question whether or not I'm law enforcement or something like that?
Okay. So in doing this, the manager does walk up and she tells you, "Excuse me, sir, if one of my employees is needed for an investigation, you can speak with me about it. She is a minor. I will have to call her parents."
Well, then let me talk to you, ma'am. I don't remember if it was the lady.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It is a woman.
Wait, that was a woman?
It is a woman. She's just about middle-aged, maybe a little younger. She clearly takes her job very seriously and is absolutely in mama bird mode.
Cool.
Oh, she was Trunchbull and Matilda. That's who that was. My has she fallen?
Well, yeah. Sorry, miss. I just wanted to. We got a lead that's a missing person. May have shown up here within the past couple of days. I can best describe him as a Tom Cruise lookalike, but slightly taller. And I'm just wondering if any of y'all, Missy over there included, had seen anything.
Okay. She tells you that she doesn't remember anybody by that description coming through here in the last few days. But she also tells you, like, a lot of people come here for food, especially during lunch and dinner. So if he did show up, he may have just gotten lost. She can speak with some of her employees and have them come out one by one on their breaks to speak with you. She doesn't really seem to be buying your law enforcement thing. So go ahead and give me a manipulation subterfuge or a presence subterfuge.
See, the problem, Jonesy, is that Ricky didn't give me his number. He just looked mine down. So I can't call him to try to get some help with this.
Oh, can I even roll that?
You
Can
call him, man. You just don't know his number. Just shout Ricky. You're like
Ricky.
loud.
Ricky.
Not at your phone, dummy.
I have on your guidance.
I have 1 in manipulation and nothing in subterfuge, which is a -1.
So yes, you'll still have 1 die that you can roll. Even if your dice pool is reduced to 0 or even a negative number, you'll always have a single chance die.
All right, here we go.
You always get a chance to fail.
4.
Okay. Yeah, you. So the way this woman is, like, pushing back against your questions, it's clear that she's picking up on you bullshitting. Once it's really cemented in her mind, she tells you, "Look, sir, if you've gotten your food already, then why don't you go ahead and get on your way? And if you really are part of some sort of investigation, then why don't you have your supervisor call the store here, and we can look through which employees may have been on shift when this alleged missing person came through."
Alleged, she said.
I don't know. Should I push back?
She's giving you hella attitude when she says this.
Yeah.
It's
Just gonna walk by Angela and say, "Ricky, you're not gonna like this." And then walk up to Crawford and be like, "Hey, let's go, buddy. Let's not worry about this just yet."
I'm gonna be standing there and I'm gonna be like, "All right, fuck you too. I'll see you later."
Ooh, okay.
Bitch.
Beating around the bush a little.
By the way,
if I knew I
good
was
luck
gonna
with your
play
rat problem. Hope your pants stay dry.
yeah. If I knew I was gonna play a liar so much, I should have put more manipulation.
It's fine. It means that you'll have something to put your XP points in when we get to the next story beat.
Yeah.
So
All right, outside
you
now.
you are politely asked to leave the Burger Monarch since you've already gotten your food. Do you all cooperate?
Yeah, I don't see a reason to to start a ruckus in this burger place.
Same.
I mean, we were cased by 3 people when we left late that night, so I mean, it might just be, all in the neighborhood kind of thing. If we start something, we might have to finish it.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Yeah,
For sure.
all right. So you do go ahead and take your leave. You start walking down the street trying to figure out your next move. And when you do, once you reach a street corner, you realize you hear hurried footsteps behind you. Looking back, it is Angela. She looks honestly very scared, but she's holding out a piece of paper. She says, I didn't realize that you guys were friends with Ricky. The guy you're talking about, he ordered some soup and he left this on the table that he was eating at. I don't know what it means, but please don't come to my work ever again. And she quickly heads back.
I grabbed the paper.
She didn't serve soup.
Get some soup next time.
Yeah, I have to make my own damn soup.
So
French fries in the warm water. It's gross. So I look at whatever the scrap of paper that she hands us.
she hands you the napkin note handout. It should be shared to you all right now. Is it showing up in your journals?
Yeah.
Napkin note. Yes.
Yes.
Well, he's clearly in the sci-fi. That's one thing for sure.
So
I think that's the Starship Enterprise.
the napkin note is a map scrawled on a piece of napkin. It looks to have been redone on one side thanks to an unfortunate soup stain. The map looks to be of a self-storage business, but it doesn't have the name listed. A few units are labeled alongside a list of tools, no doubt to be used for burglary. The last bit of writing reads, "Gotta go alone. Tell Nika when I'm going."
Nika.
Storage unit, huh?
Yep. That's what it looks to be. Just with the way like different boxes are numbered and the way they're arranged, it matches up with how you understand self-storage units to like set themselves up.
Right.
Like the long rows, the individual units. The tools include bolt cutters, crowbars, a hammer, a screwdriver.
Let's see.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's in all players' journals.
Would I have recognized any of that when I was perusing over the map on our first day? Recognized any kind of place that looks like that?
There were a few storage places that pinged on your search. You know that not all the businesses are going to be on there, kind of just the ones that pay to be on there or ahead of others. But there are good enough places to start. As a matter of fact, anybody who wants to look at the note a little more closely can give me a wits investigation or a wits expression.
I think we'll all kind of take a look at that.
Yeah, I'll do a wits investigation here.
Okay.
Expression? Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the social skills. So,
I have wits, but I don't investigate or express myself well.
ooh, so for Crawford Bartlett, that's going to be a dramatic failure.
So I have expression acting, but I don't think that would help me at all.
Your specialization won't go into play, but you'll still be
Okay.
able to use the skill.
Gotta take off socialize somewhere. Where the hell is that? There it is. Okay. Expression. Okay. I'll roll.
So, is anybody else going to be trying to investigate the
No.
0, but
No,
no
it's
ones.
This thing is going to end up in the water. Like,
Yeah, because nobody's figuring it out. I suppose I can at least try, right?
You can always try.
it's going to float down like Georgie's sailboat.
There is still a possibility of success here.
I'm gonna use my cell
Georgie.
phone and take a picture of that. By the way,
Come on, I clicked the button, but it's not freaking doing it now.
I'm gonna put a pin in that, Randy. At least for this roll to resolve.
I just got to roll to. Oh, all right. Let me click that button. How's that one? 0.
Zero success. So we have 0 successes and 1 dramatic failure. So unfortunately,
The mosquito in my house.
So as you all are trying to investigate the napkin, you're just there like on the street corner, just on the sidewalk, looking it over both sides, trying to figure out where this plays into Victor's investigation. Taking the cashier at her word that this should have been Victor. There's no reason to think that it shouldn't be at this point in time. Who this Nika character is, no clue. Which storage unit, that's going to be its own ordeal. But as you're looking at it, they go to one of, we'll say that Crawford goes to pass it to Isaac so he can get a proper picture on his phone. But as he's passing it, the wind picks up and swipes it from his hand. You all scramble to catch the napkin. Alas, the gods are truly fickle beings, as it is always just inches from the edge of your fingertip. After what feels like ages of chasing this napkin down, it sweeps itself into a drainage gutter.
And a
It
red
is now
balloon
lost
comes
to the
out.
sewer.
Yeah.
these rogue ones are son of a bitch.
Oh, you'll float.
You want your note, Georgie?
You want to finish your investigation?
We got investigations down here. Yeah, like
I'm
popcorn?
gonna go ahead and remove napkin note from y'all's.
Oh, that was quick.
journals. Hopefully, you remembered what was on it.
You can you remove the napkin and add the handout disappointment.
Empty inventory slot for a napkin.
There you go.
Crawford, you see this? This is where you place things when you're handing it to him.
Yeah, whatever.
You don't let go 3 feet away from the guy.
I get it. Break my balls because I dropped the fucking napkin.
Sounds about right.
I'm also adding that to my journal. Drop the fucking.
I would recommend writing why the napkin was important. So in 6 sessions from now, when you look at your notes, drop the fucking napkin isn't a mystery.
Why did I drop the napkin?
Why was I upset about it? Was I mad at it?
I'm sorry.
Did I throw
Why
it on
was
the
I
ground?
dropping the napkin?
Why?
Why?
Well, it seems that has gotten you nowhere, but it does show that if this was Victor, he did have contact. He did make contacts with people in the city. There's at least one person that he trusted to know where, or at least when, he was going to do something highly illegal.
All right, so at least we have the name Nika. That tells me nothing, but at least I know someone I can call. Well, they can call me.
Ricky Bobby will call you.
I can go talk to the dude and get his number, probably. The unnamed man at the counter at the hotel.
If Meredith is to be believed, his name's probably Pablo.
Pablo, question mark. Bob from
Pablo Ivan.
Bob is what I still have written down from Houston. Pablo is now his name. Pablo.
Hello, Mr. Bob.
And the informant was Ricky. All right.
You do see one of the gentlemen from the first night that you explored this part of town walking around. It looks like he's doing a little bit of shopping. One of those ne'er-do-wells standing under a streetlight. You recognize him. So he does seem to frequent the area. But there's no other points of interest here.
Weird. It's almost like he's hanging out, like he's protecting something.
Let's go talk to him.
Like something's gonna happen.
Excuse me, sir. Can you fit in this drainage?
How skinny are your arms?
Your name Nika.
Hey, who's asking?
It's like there's so many people asking questions, man.
Pablo's cousin.
Are you actually approaching him?
No reason.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
It was my luck that we scared him and his friends off in the first place.
That was all you, Crawford. I was about to go pull up my gun and start a blasting.
All right. So you're at what seems to be a dead end. What do you think you can do at this point to create a new lead for yourself?
You guys have something else you can do? I'm thinking about going to talk to Pablo. Pablo, maybe? I don't know. And see about this Nika person.
Could we possibly let Jonesy loose to follow the flow? like a metal detector. I mean, we're really out of options here.
I'd like to, yeah, man. That sounds like a great plan.
We'll just put a leash on him and he'll guide us around.
Okay.
I thought we should unleash him.
So-
now you want to leash him? Make up your mind.
So we'll have Isaac trying to
Let
get
my
into
Jonesy
contact
go.
with Ricky. You want to use Jonesy as the vibe check trademark.
Like a dowsing rod, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And what would Crawford be attempting to do?
Putting change on and taking change off.
I think Crawford should be the seeing eye dog for Jonesy while he's trying to follow the vibe. Otherwise, he's just going to be walking into the street and get hit by a car or something.
That was what I was going to say. I was probably going to follow Jonesy around. We've realized that Isaac is fully capable of taking care of himself.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So I was gonna follow Jonesy around because I do also have the itch, even though it freaked me the freak out. I've got the itch to see this
There's a
ethereal
lotion for
plane.
Okay.
That's like sort of what Crawford is focused on. Like he wants to find Victor, but he's also like, I gotta figure out what the fuck is going on with this.
So can I take that as you starting the vibe check at the church?
We'd have to be near the church, I think, to start because that's the only place we've gotten a vibe so far. Right?
Yeah,
I
would be
totally
okay.
got the statue, man, and then
Okay.
you got like the other world.
Yeah, because the last time we were there, it had moved. It was gone. So I guess we could start from the church and just see if anything pulls him in any kind of direction.
It's like retracing your steps, man, but we're retracing someone else's steps.
You guys should go to like a thrift store and buy something new threads or something. Disguise yourselves.
I tried that, it didn't work.
Dude, I got my other shirt on. That
Wait.
should help.
What did you wear when you went there?
I wore a different color cowboy hat and light blue jeans instead of dark.
See, that's the problem. You keep dressing up as the cowboy.
That's what I am. There's nothing, I can't think this.
So
Maybe just as a surfer dude.
Cheerleader.
And Jonesy can dress in pants.
we'll go ahead and split the party here.
3 ways.
So I'm gonna go with Isaac's scene first. For Jonesy, I want you to roll me a stamina unseen sense.
Ooh.
And for Crawford, I want you to roll me a stamina investigation. These are stamina rolls because you have no idea how long this is going to take. I'm running under the assumption you're taking all day to just take this as slow and steady as you need.
Cool. It looks like
And
Jonesy got
we'll-
2 successes.
I'll go ahead and resolve those successes after this scene.
You got
All right.
3 and 2.
So, Shaw.
Good job, gentlemen.
So I got 2 successes, both 9s, but Crawford got 2 successes, but he got a 10 and a 1 in there too. So he got a 10 in there. So
Whew. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for
Eli's
it.
getting some Monarch Burger delivered.
Oh,
Nope,
no,
it's a
just
5.
the 2.
I guess technically it would be I got 1 success.
And if you wanted a willpower through that 1, right? Could you do that?
If it's necessary, I will do that.
2 successes seems to be successful for us so far.
Zeb had it right. If you look at the math at it, there's 2 successes and 1 failure. So that failure should be knocking 1 off. So he's got a single success.
So you should probably willpower through if you have the points.
Yeah, I've got plenty. I got tons of willpower. So I'll just take. Is it you take 1 willpower and then you just get another dice roll? Is that how it works?
In this circumstance, yes, because it's going to be an extended roll like that, or a roll for an extended period of time. It's going to add another die to the pool instead of giving you an auto success. So you'll mark off 1 willpower as used. Yep, in the box there. Go ahead and roll me another D10.
Oh, another 5.
Oh well. So with yeah, it's just like that sometimes. So with Isaac, you go ahead and head back to the motel. You get to the front desk. Do you call the clerk by name?
No,
get
I
in
would
there?
still act like I have no idea what his name is because until he tells me, it's rude to like find out otherwise and just start using the name. So, and I don't
Okay.
know for 100% sure that's the name for sure. So,
I mean, you could ask him. It was Meredith that gave the name, and he does seem to have a very high opinion of her.
good morning, sir. Question for you: is your name Pablo? Because Meredith mentioned Pablo.
Kind of like squints his eyes at you, raises his head a bit. Yeah, that's my name.
Well, nice to actually meet you. Name's actually Isaac.
All right. What? I don't imagine you came here for anything, really, unless it was. Fuck you doing here?
I'll give you your iron, right?
Yeah, I've got it here.
Okay. So I ran into an issue. I gave Ricky my number, but I don't have his. Could you call him or just give me his number offhand? I don't want to go.
I'll call him.
Okay.
Tell him that you're wanting to speak with him. If he's got your number, he'll probably just call you back.
Perfect. That works solid. Thank you.
He's really like about stuff like that.
and
I
I
also gave him
apologize.
my Visa number and my Social Security number. Can you give me his?
Well, it's only fair, man.
Date of birth.
Passport.
Yes, a copy of my passport.
I
Just give
also
me his.
apologize to Meredith as well because I felt bad, and yeah, I just want to make sure we're all chill.
And she told me that you did. Yeah, she really appreciated that. Thank you.
Let me know if there's any way I can make your life easier. Easier. Well, can't talk.
Stop bugging me about the iron.
It's OCD. Sorry. Anyway,
Oh,
hope your pants stay dry.
he
Okay.
picks up. He picks up the motel phone and then stops, puts it back, pulls out his cell phone, which is his cell phone is actually a burner phone. Makes a quick call. Hey,
You said burner, right?
Yeah.
I thought you said burger at first, like it was
a burger phone.
like a hamburger. Like
Hey, Ricky.
yeah.
Oh shit! There go the tomatoes.
I had my head turned. Did he say burger phone?
I imagine that it's like a
hamburger
SpongeBob
place.
bit, like a
All right.
Krabby Patty phone.
Yeah.
The end boss is Ronald McDonald. Calling it now.
So Ricky makes a quick call and he says, or Pablo makes a quick call. He says, "Hey, Ricky, it's Pablo. Yeah, that Isaac guy. Says he's trying to talk to you. Nah. He didn't say what it was. I kind of figured that was between y'all. Yeah. He said, yeah. Sounds good, man. You have a good one." And with that, he hangs up, looks to Isaac, says, "Yeah." He says he'll call you in a few minutes. He's a little busy right now.
Sounds good. Thank you. Here's $5. Keep killing it.
Sweet.
You do a good job here. So
Thanks.
He's got to finish burying this Tom Cruise lookalike dude. He'll be with you in a few minutes.
You got to bury this dude. Looks like an actor or something.
dude shot my dogs.
So, you head back to your motel room and wait for the call. Get your laundry all sorted. Do a few more gun discipline exercises.
Oh, he's probably moved on to just reading a chemistry book, just keeping brushed up on his knowledge of that.
All right. After about 30 minutes, you do get a call, and it's Ricky.
Ricky, good to see you call me. Since no one else ever calls my phone, I assumed it was you. Anyway, what's up, buddy? So
I don't know. You wanted to call me, man.
Oh, for sure, man.
I was a little busy. My bad.
I'm sorry you're busy. I just had another quick question for you. So we talked to the Angela girl, and we got more information. Have you heard of someone named Nika, by chance?
Yeah, I know a girl named Nika. Yeah, she works over at Wheels.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a bar on the east side of town.
Is that with a Z or an S?
It's an S. That's how you spell Wheels, man.
I didn't know if they were going to whole millennial or late Gen X with a Z, you know.
SWEELZ.
Man, you say some funny shit sometimes.
Well, you know, that's what made us buddies.
Nah,
Anyway.
yeah. She's a bit of a spitfire, though. You got to be careful around her. Like you say the wrong thing, and she's gonna be spitting fire into your chest. And by fire, I mean lead.
That wouldn't be pleasant whatsoever. I think.
Oh,
thank you
and
for the heads up.
don't tell her. Don't tell her I told you where she was.
I will not give any.
Leave my name out of
discussion.
it.
I will not share your name with anyone except for your buddy Pablo here.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
Of
Last
course,
thing I
man.
need is her getting on my ass again.
If you do me the same pleasure, I'd appreciate you not sharing my name around either.
Yeah, it's just you and
Except
Pablo.
Except for your boys. If your boys need help, I got your boys back.
I appreciate that, man.
You as well.
All right. Well, I got to get going. You have a
Same.
good one. And
Me too.
good luck with Nika.
I'll need it. Thanks, buddy. All right. Bye.
Adios. And he hangs up.
Adios.
Thanks, buddy.
It's already over, but okay. What are those other guys doing?
How's a hamburger phone work anyway?
On that note, we'll do a scene transition.
Slow down, boy.
Meanwhile-
Slow down.
Fucking Jonesy on a leash, just running on all fours.
You're going too fast.
Down the waves, man. Follow me, dude.
Okay, so that's we'll go ahead and get Crawford's out of the way first. So the your investigation role was really mostly just keeping an eye out on like anybody that might think you're up to something, or more importantly, like any cars that might be about to hit Jonesy. And you managed to maintain enough environmental awareness throughout the day to not have Jonesy get run over by a car or arrested.
I like that.
That's good. You are a bit more tired than usual by the end of the day, though. It's surprisingly stressful. My God, is this what it's like having a kid?
It's worse.
Jonesy, though, starting at the church, you don't pick up on that presence here. You're pretty sure that if it's here, you'd have to go back into the courtyard for it. But you also get the vibe that if you start pushing in on this church anymore, you're probably gonna rustle a few feathers you don't want to rustle yet. At least until you know whose feathers those are.
All right.
So
yeah, I guess the idea would be just to take out the right crystal, probably a red one at this point.
Okay.
Red one with a clear number 12 etched on one of the sides, one of the facets, and just kind of hold it up and close my eyes and see what happens.
Yep. With your crystal focus, you ask Crawford to guide you to a few of the other places in town that you think might have this vibe that you're looking for. And Crawford, you do remember in your studies of Copano Nuevo, reading a few like local articles, haunted places, things of that nature, kind of like amateur urban exploration stuff. So you figure, well, sure, let's go to a few of those places. You spend really the entire day just walking all over town. You don't visit as many places as you wanted to. As a matter of fact, you only get to 2 of them just because they're so spread out. One of them is one of the like pier areas in town. This one's more for like private boats. So there's not like any, like you're not seeing any fishing trawlers. You're not seeing any boats with like big old company logos. You just see privately owned aquatic vehicles. From what you remember of the articles you've seen around here, people will usually say that they see like some sort of hairy, almost like a kelpie, where like it's a horse creature maybe. It's got like a long neck, a long face, but it's clearly like hairy, just kind of swimming out in the water. While you're here, Jonesy, you do get that itchy feeling on the back of your neck as you're walking along the piers. Nothing in particular grabs your attention, but you do know that there's there's a vibe here. It's not the same one that you're looking for, and you know that, but there's a vibe here. The second one that you go to is a near a couple of warehouses. There was a news article where one of them burned and 4 warehouse workers died in the fire. And since then, people have said that their essence just lingers here. Unfortunately, Jonesy,
this is a burned out warehouse?
no, the warehouse has been rebuilt since.
Okay.
But this specific lot had a warehouse burned down some 30 years ago, and 4 workers died in that fire.
Okay.
While you're here, though, you don't get that feeling. Maybe it's something overblown. Maybe stuff like that just isn't quite as real as what you know your friend experienced.
Okay. So maybe it's like this was a real human tragedy, not a supernatural event, right? And maybe their spirits aren't hanging around, and that's why it's not really special.
That's an interpretation.
Yeah. Okay.
There is one more place that you would have liked to have gotten to, and it's a brain. Come on, brain. I know you had this. It was bleh.
Nor a brain area.
It was a stretch of highway that on certain nights when the moon is full, people swear that they hear a coyote pack that people know doesn't live there. Like, it's all along that highway are private homes with like open grass. Anything like a coyote would have been seen by now, but people swear that they hear them yapping all night long. You figure that might be worth investigating another day, just to check the vibe. But you weren't able to get there tonight.
Okay.
By the time your day is coming to an end, you kind of have to make the choice: do I go investigate that when I know it's not a full moon yet, or do I go to the motel? Yes, you in the front with your hand raised.
I was still hoping to find the spiritual wisp from the church, but yeah.
So compared to mine, how long did it take compared to what they've been doing? Because I would have sent them a text not too long after I'd relaxed back in the motel room, saying that I got a new location.
Their thing has taken all day. And you know what? I'll go ahead and say that by the time that you have to make the choice of go to this highway on a not full moon or go back to the motel, you could also instead make the choice to head to this Wheels place.
Wheels. Definitely. If we knew that Isaac was going to go there, I probably would go there.
Well, I would have sent a text to you guys once I found out about it and got off the phone with Ricky and relaxed for a second thinking about how best to go about this to not get shot, apparently.
Yep.
Let Crawford do the talking, so he gets shot instead.
Isaac spent most of the day oiling and cleaning his gun, just in case.
For sure.
But yeah, Isaac definitely would have put the information out to y'all as the day's gone on. But wanting to find that wisp from the church, since that is your strongest lead thus far, as far as like your actual occupation, not necessarily your mission, but like, you know, your boss's main mission.
Right.
That took priority in your mind today. So would you all go to meet Isaac at Wheels? Would you all just go to Wheels without Isaac? Is Isaac just taking a me day?
Isaac would have sent them a text saying that, hey, I got a lead going to this place called Wheels, and I will be heading that way. My ETA for walking says blah, blah, blah. So meet me at this time if you're going to meet me there.
I'd be agreeable to that. Our drug sniffing dog has sort of come up with a whole lot of nada right now.
I assume the laptop got left at the motel, so he would have used that to check the distance.
Oh yeah, each of you has a modern phone, so you'll be able to check that on your phone.
Oh, okay. Well, then I would have used that.
But yeah, the laptop would. I'm pretty sure you'll have said that you're leaving the laptop at the motel when you go out.
Unless we need it for something, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Since it's going to take some time, well, since there is still time left in the day, is there anything in particular Isaac wants to follow up on his own before heading over to Wheels?
I think most of the things that he has is covered. Trying to think if there's anything else that he would try to do. I don't think so. I guess you just like look around at the various shops as he heads towards Wheels, just to see what he sees.
Okay.
See if anything catches his eye. But he did send them a specific time that he'd be arriving, so you wouldn't dawdle too long, or whatever the word is I'm looking for. Dawdle.
I think
something like that. Dawdle. Yeah.
Oh, it feels right.
Feels right to me too.
So you actually have quite some time. You can spend a good hour or two just kind of exploring on the way. So you do take note of a few shops that could be useful in the future. You do find a gun store. So if you need ammo, you'll probably be able to get some there. Excuse me.
Well, since Joe stepped away, I guess he would take the time to go look at the gun store, see if there's anything that catches his eye.
There's also you find 2 self-storage businesses along the way, and a few new restaurants that you might want to try. You never heard of them before.
I'll write down
they seem to be more like local places.
I'll write down the addresses and the names of the storage places.
Okay. But you want to go into the gun store.
Yeah, he'd probably poke his head around, just see what they have for sale, if there's any deals going on, what the up and coming projects are that they have coming out, like if there's any I don't know. Oh, we're trying these new silver tip bullets, and they're supposed to have like almost no recoil or something. Whatever they have going on, I don't know.
Hey, would you have let us know?
No.
Yeah, it probably would be like delayed 5 minutes or something like that.
Okay, so you exploring the gun store. It's got a decent selection. You see that everything, most of what's in here is centered around more self-defense than say like hunting.
Just a lot of 9mm and
a lot of handguns of
3-inch blades.
A lot of handguns, a lot of like modern rifle, semi-automatic rifles. They're very kind. They talk to you. They kind of pick up on you knowing what you're talking about, so they kind of just talk shop with you. They have a few promotions that they're trying to do for for some sites. They're on a what's the term? They have some they have some ammo on back order because they don't have any that they can sell right now. They do tell you of an event at a local gun range that they're sponsoring. That's not going to be happening for another month, though.
Okay. How are you on a vest right now? Bulletproof vest. I'm thinking about going paintballing soon with some buddies, and I don't like pain, especially in the torso. And I really, as you can see, I'm a huge nerdy guy, and I break like glass, and I really could use like 3 sets for my team, like to go and do this.
Well, I mean, we actually don't really carry a whole lot of body armor, like per se. Like, well, we used to have some bullet resistant like Kevlar vest, but like those didn't have any inserts, so really like biggest you were going to be stopping was like 9mm with those things, which I mean makes sense. You know, living in a place like this, that's kind of all you're going to come across. But like those fly off the shelves quick. I think right now the only thing we have is a couple of like cut resistant, stab proof vests.
Doesn't
Medieval
actually
knight
make
armor.
If you just want to go paintballing, it'll work for that.
Those would definitely work for that. So I might get 3 of those. How much are those things cost?
He lists you out a price. Mechanically speaking, what this is going to do is it's going to require a resources roll, and on a failure, it's going to remove the last of your resources dot.
Are you guys okay with that to get some armor for like blades and stuff? Or
I mean, I also don't have a gun. All I have is pepper spray. So
what was that earlier? You said
Maybe.
something about having like $700 a piece or something like that. What was that about?
No, between the three of you, you have
Oh,
about $700.
that's the resource. Okay, I
switch point.
thought that was per
Like if
person.
you want to
Sorry.
put a number to how much money you guys have right now.
I mean, I don't know. I think we could, even if you failed, I think we could figure something out along the way.
What's your strength right now? Because you need a 2 in strength to even hold a gun, Crawford.
Oh, it's a 1.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to hold a gun anyway. So
Yep. I would prefer just to have some armor. I think it would be funny if there was a bulletproof vest and I wore the bulletproof vest, but you guys had guns.
well, okay, we'll try the resources roll. Just give it a shot. What is a resource roll entail? Do I just need to roll straight up d10s, or what do you
Yes.
need from me?
So anytime you have to roll anything, it's going to be in d10s. So for the resource roll, you're just going to roll equal to your resource rating, which is currently 1.
Okay, so 1d10 then. Ooh, did that roll right away? Okay, can I willpower that or anything whatsoever? It was a 5. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to roll right away when I clicked it.
Go. You can go ahead and spend a willpower point.
All right, I'll try again.
So, no, the in a situation like this, it's going to be just an instant success.
Oh, why you
Just
said
one
okay.
auto success.
Well, that's good
because they're rolling to cover a period of time. It added to their dice pool instead.
Oh, okay. I'll take that over the 2.
All right.
How do we get willpower back again? I forgot how that.
Yeah, I
whole
was
thing
about to
went
ask
down.
that.
So you can play into your virtue once per session, or you can play into your vice once per scene. So you're
Gotta remember where virtue and vice are. Oh, up top.
Yeah.
You're talking with the guy. You're looking at your cash on hand, and if you want to be able to afford to eat for the duration of this investigation, you're gonna have to cut back on what you can get. You talk with a guy about price ranges, what's available, and he tells you, with your what are the words I'm looking for here? With your budget, you can afford a single vest.
How much will we have left over after the single vest?
You'll still have 1 resources dot.
Okay, so still averaging about that. I'll get that for Crawford. Then yeah, I'll purchase the 1.
Well, it looks like my friend is just gonna have to suck it up.
My buddy's left to just suck it up. They'll wear thicker pads or something. I don't know. 2 shirts.
Okay. So this is going to count as Kevlar vest thin. You need at least 1 strength to wear it. It offers 1 against melee attacks and 1 armor against firearm attacks. It's not built for it, but
Just
it'll
ahead and add that.
probably help. It's definitely better than nothing.
Seb, go ahead and add that because I'm taking that straight to you. So, all right, thanks, buddy. Saturday's gonna rock. I appreciate it, pal. All right, take it easy. Hope your pants stay dry.
Hope your pants stay dry.
They wish you well, and you kind of overhear like as the door is slowly like closing behind you with the the pneumatic brace. You kind of hear the employees talking like, "Wow, he really spent $500 on something for paintball. Just wear a jacket, my guy."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he wants to buy it, that's his right, man. Wow.
None of their business what we're actually using that kind of stuff for.
Yep, it's not, but I mean, oh well.
Sucker.
So you meet back up with your friends there at Wheels.
Crawford, here you go.
I mighty appreciate that.
You probably look good with your rugged looks. Jonesy, on the other hand, he likes to go shirtless, other than his button up.
Well, the Hawaiian shirt, man.
Hawaiian shirt. Sorry,
Man.
Jonesy,
man.
I totally
Jonesy
see you
Crawford.
puka shells, Hawaiian shirt, unbuttoned, no shirt underneath, just free
Well,
bear.
sure, why not, man?
Hey, what's up, ladies?
Jonesy and Crawford, having spent the whole day just walking around, you're definitely looking forward to just sitting down, having a drink.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. I called my buddy Ricky, and he told me that Nika works here at Wheels, and she has an anger issue, and so we got to take care of this delicately. So, Jonesy does all the talking?
Delicately, man? Like, what do I need to do?
So,
Like, how do I be delicate?
just be your smooth self. Just like,
All right.
hey, Nika, something flowy air or something.
All
The,
right, man.
the fucking hand motions you're making as you're saying that are, oh my god, frosting on the cake.
Yeah.
All right.
We have fun here.
We
Is there
have
anything else
fun here.
discussing before you go in?
What was that?
Is there anything else your characters are discussing before you go in?
Oh, if she does get pissed, she may shoot us. Just so you know.
Fantastic.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
only other thing I know to say. So what do we want to find out? We
Crawford.
want to find out.
Crawford, you didn't pull this strap right.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is it? I can't scratch my own back.
We really need to find out what code name he was going by. It would really help us out because Victor feels wrong to say, since no one knows him by that name.
Do you also share the addresses to those storage units for me?
Oh, if you guys ask if I've seen anything, then yes, I would definitely say it. But other than that, I was so happy about buying you a vest that it would have slipped my mind. How you guys' search go? Oh, speaking of searches, I found a couple storage units. Here's the addresses.
Oh, all right. Let me jot that down in my little journal here.
But hopefully we don't need to know the name of the half the 60s random ones, because hopefully Nico will tell us which one they're going to go and rob.
All right.
Shall we go inside?
Yep. So getting to Wheels, it's a what's the term? Dive bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you see a lot of older vehicles parked out front, a couple of motorcycles. There are a few people outside having enjoying a cigarette, having some conversation. They kind of look at you suspiciously as you walk up to the bar. You open the door, you get inside, and you see there, lit up by the neon lights, is the end of the episode.
Oh,
In neon. I like that. Is it flashing too?
Every so often, it buzzes out.
Like one of the letters just keeps clicking on and off.
Exactly.
I assume it's the S turned into a Z back and forth.
Yeah.
Not sure how, but
The episode.
So we'll go ahead and start with our the doling out of experience points.
yeah.
So first things first, everybody gets 1 point for showing up.
Yay!
Thank you. And thank you, dear viewer, for tuning in.
Had an
You
experience.
get an experience point too.
We appreciate you guys.
Every single one of you has gained
Sign
an
up to
experience.
our Patreon at. Wait, we don't have one of those.
I never stopped it. It's still out there somewhere.
So it's there somewhere.
Yeah.
Pictures from the shed, Patreon something.
It's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Slowly
Donate at your
accumulating
own risk.
wealth until the minimum payout threshold is reached. I mean, it's the same thing for my fucking Twitch.
Oh shit! I never drew anything today.
Second point, learning. So we'll go ahead and start with Joe. Joe, do you feel that Jonesy has learned anything of particular note this session?
Wow.
Anything that's important specifically?
The new energy, whatever that new energy is at that the pier area where the private boats are, there's a definite vibe there, but it's different. That's something that's going to be on Jonesy's mind until it gets figured out. Now, somewhere kind of in the back of the mind where the lazy cobwebs are, but it's there.
It's
I mean, there's more, but to me, that's probably the biggest thing, that there's more than one vibe here.
all right. I am in agreement. I think that is an important piece for Jonesy to have picked up on and to remember going forward.
Cool.
So go ahead and give yourself the XP point for that. Crawford, what do you feel that you've learned today? Anything that you in particular think is important?
It's kind of rough. I probably didn't pick up too much personally throughout this whole thing. I mean, Joe's got his vibes.
Well,
Isaac,
they don't serve soup during the day, no matter what.
yeah, Isaac did pretty much all the detective work this go around.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that I would have maybe noticed was it felt a little weird at the burger joint. That lady was way more protective of staff. The girl seemed way too scared. Like, why would she never want us to go back to the restaurant? Like, I'm getting that overwhelming vibe of like, oh, these people don't want us here anymore. Which, I mean, is something that we as people know, not necessarily maybe as characters. So I'm not sure if you would count something like that.
I absolutely would, because that tells me that Crawford is starting to realize how much noise they're making in this investigation.
Yeah,
We're not very subtle.
yeah.
Oh God, we're not.
Things
When
are
you're supposed to be
not
working
going well.
undercover, when you're supposed to be working undercover, you are making a lot of noise, and I think it's very important that at least somebody in the party, character-wise, takes that into account with your actions going forward. So I will absolutely grant you that experience point.
All right.
Finally, Isaac, what do you feel you learned? What's important to Isaac that was uncovered tonight?
Man, Isaac learned that
And remember,
he
nothing
pretty much
what answer.
has to do all of the work, it seems, for these guys to learn any ground whatsoever. He's got to take it upon himself to try to figure out a lot of these clues, because his guys are, though he seems to like enjoy their work, he has been seriously pulling his weight this whole entire time. No, I didn't learn anything pretty much new about the world. Everything seems to be pretty concrete that he has. I I guess he learned that Victor got around the city at least a little bit, so more clues to be had, and Victor was going to break into some storage units. So Victor was, I don't know, very active, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to describe what that whole entire situation, but yeah, he just learned a lot of various things this episode, I think.
Okay, I
Nothing
kind
I
of
can
want
pinpoint.
I kind of want to expand on that. How active Victor was in the city. What are Isaac's thoughts on it? How does he feel about it? Because this is somebody of a higher rank than him on an investigation that you really don't know anything about.
He's very curious why he would be breaking into something and what his reasoning for being there to begin with was and what led to his death. I don't know. There's a lot of questions up in the air right now, and he just hasn't quite put the pieces together yet. So Victor is a big mystery for him right now.
Okay, but Isaac is really coming to terms with just how weird this whole situation is then.
For sure, yeah.
Okay.
We got bros being dogs and whatnot, and all kinds of weird stuff going on. Very aggressive people, cops working with churches. This whole thing is very interesting to Isaac, and he's hoping to survive it so he can at least maybe write about it one day.
Well, as you said, it doesn't seem to be anything that Isaac didn't already know or at least have a clue on. So I won't award the XP for the learning curve to Isaac, but
That's
you
fine.
are set up to get it in the future. You just have to follow up on the clues you have.
Yep.
And I will say something that Isaac has definitely come to terms with is success really is all in who you know.
For sure.
After that, role playing. So I'll go ahead and start with Joe. Do you feel that you had, with the role play opportunities that you had for Jonesy tonight, do you feel that you worked well? Do you feel you could have improved, or do you think that maybe more opportunities for Jonesy's role play could have been presented?
I think I could have taken more time to play out some of the divining stuff, but at the same time, things were just moving along, and I felt like that would have just stretched it out. So I was very light, I think, on the RP tonight overall. But that was a good opportunity for it. I just felt like the story was moving enough that I was just going to drag it out. If I was like, yeah, and I got to the pier and there was a different vibe, right?
Okay.
I
still
felt
did
like
good.
it would have stretched it out some.
You were still great, Joe.
So you feel that actively role playing in this session tonight actually would have detracted from the overall game.
Where I thought it would have been fun to do, I think it would have slowed the story down more than necessary. Yeah. There were other points I could have done it, but I chose that was like, that would have been the one, I think, because that's his thing. He's feeling the ether and the crystals and the vibes in the air and the itch on the neck and all that. But when it came up, it was like, yeah, but I'll just, make this drawn out and it won't feel right to me. So, yeah.
All right. That is a very mature decision to make
I'm not mature, you are.
In a cooperative role-playing game here. So I'll still award you the point for the role play here.
Cool. 10 more points. I like it.
Understanding when is just as important as understanding how to role play. So we'll move on to Crawford.
Well, I mean, I tried lying again, which is definitely part of my character now.
You did try lying. You've kind of made a habit for your character, and you're pushing through with it.
Yeah, trying to, at least, if I could just roll better. But I mean, yeah, in terms of everything else, yeah, I mean, I was very on about the soup. I made my own soup.
I did appreciate the puppetry on camera.
I mean, those are the big points there.
I'll give you the role play point here, and
and my journal too.
Yeah, the journal, a lot of little things that added up here. I really enjoyed for Crawford's role play, so I definitely agree with them. The biggest one for me is the lying, because it is very deliberate character choice, and it is something your character is not good at. But you're working on it. You're trying to establish it as something your character does. You are committed to that role play, and I think that that's great to see.
Like it.
We'll go ahead and move on. Isaac, how was his role play this session?
Oh, I think he did rather well for himself. He even tried out a few of his other skills, like socialization with the whole rats and cockroaches, the fast food department, because I do have 2 points in that. I try to play to some other strengths to the character. Otherwise, it was pretty much same old Isaac trying to get information the best he can, and seemed to be succeeding as far as moving the story along. So I think I did fairly well this time around.
Lead investigator Isaac.
I agree. I do think that while there wasn't a whole lot of like standout role play from Isaac this session, it was a very consistent performance, and it was all advancing the story.
Oh,
so go ahead and get the roleplay XP.
Another 30 points, right, Joe?
No, I get 30. You get 5.
Oh, okay, 5. Okay.
Anyways, we'll move on to heroism. This one, I personally don't think that the heroism XP is really warranted tonight. But how do you all feel, Joe?
I think I'm going to agree with that. Yeah. Although Angela probably deserves a point for her heroism.
Yeah, probably.
She put up with a lot.
Zed?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to step in there with my horrible lie, but it didn't work out.
Randy?
Yeah, Crawford gave it a shot, but didn't really work out in the end, unfortunately. So
and nothing. None of the roles worked out too well today.
Everything just kind of sort of worked out. No real standouts today.
Yeah. I do think that's really the crux of it. There wasn't really a situation tonight to merit a heroic act. I think if anything, the heroism XP belongs to that team manager at the Burger Monarch, because she saw her subordinate, a teenage girl, getting accosted by 2 grown men, and she stepped up and said, "Fuck off."
Oh, if I didn't roll 2 1s, it's gonna be like, I'm just trying to keep your hiring. It's like stupid. Like,
yeah, like there's a lot of ways that you can play it out. We had a lot of 1s tonight. It's honestly kind of funny.
Very bad tonight.
Oh, then maybe I should get the heroism point because I didn't have any failures.
Oh, that could work.
No, we're not
How
going to
lose this Eli want to play.
I
vote for Joe.
Yeah,
you know what? This is now the 3rd session where Joe has tried to get an extra XP point for the party, trying to play to my goodwill and jovial nature. So you know what, Joe, go ahead and give yourself the heroism XP for tonight.
Yeah, go
fucking
Joe.
Stop.
I should probably take it away now, though, because I know I won't stop.
Just put it. He'll take it away later. Just put it on.
There you go.
Take it now. Take it now. If you spend it before he takes it away, even better.
With that said, we can go ahead and move on to bonus XP. Best scene. Who do we feel did the most or achieved something substantial today? Joe, do you have a vote for this?
I think it's funny because I feel like Jonesy achieved, but it was inadvertent. I'm almost thinking it's like the whole thing of whether I agreed with it or not. The whole thing of the health inspector, rats in the kitchen, blah blah blah. I mean, to me, that was the scene. That was the scene for the night. just because the role made it so like he's got 500 successes. It's gonna get whatever he wants, right? That made that was the thing. So that's what I would gravitate towards there.
So, so then you would argue that Isaac should get it for his direction in that scene?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Zeb?
Yeah, Isaac as well. Just out of sheer contribution as tonight as well.
Well, remember, this is for best scene.
Best scene.
Best scene.
So you'll have to give me something in particular that would put him up to vote.
Other than repeating exactly what Joe said, I mean, that was the main thing that happened, I think.
Just say ditto.
Yeah.
I mean, that's totally fair.
Yep, then that's it. Ditto.
Randy?
Trito.
Ditto times 2. I don't really.
All right, so you put a vote to
I don't
yourself. You
know.
feel that your direction
Sure,
in that scene led
I'll
to
do
it
the
being
cheesy
best.
thing. Yeah, I'll do the cheesy thing of voting for myself, even though I thought everyone played pretty good. Yeah, that was a pretty funny scene, and the 5 successes was pretty crazy at the time.
I feel like overall the other scenes were much less remarkable. I mean, you want to take that literally. None of us remarked on any of the other scenes, so they were not remarkable.
That's fine.
We remarked on just this one. Yeah.
Technically speaking, best scene does not mean it was a good scene.
True.
Just that it's the best we got.
Gave
So,
us a little bit of time during the day. Also,
Randy, go ahead and give yourself that bonus XP.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Next up, funniest scene or funniest joke. Who do we feel had the best bit? Joe.
Pass.
All right.
Get back to me in a minute. I got to think about that.
Zeb.
Me, with the soup, making my own soup.
Yeah.
Ordering 2 orders of the number 1.
Yeah,
Extra
I do
cheese
that
and
too.
less cheese, and then
yeah.
warm water for my soup.
I'm glad I took the pass because I'm not sure I would have thought of that. And yeah, that is the funniest one.
Give
Yes.
it to Zeb.
So unanimous, give it to Zeb.
Yes.
Yep.
That was the best scene. Or not the best scene, but funniest joke. Yeah.
I also would have put it to Zeb for pretending to make soup in his own cup in real life.
I just kept on imagining him with hot water and French fries, just throwing them in there and just kind of mashing them around.
Burger too, and I'm just I have the straw. And I'm just
maybe a little bit of bread
Mix
too
it
to
up.
try that. He's like, "Oh, it's soggy. It's why did I do that? It's like putting croutons in soup. What am I doing?"
I'm carrying it around
right.
afterwards too. Like
So that will be the funniest scene. Final bonus XP, just cause. Joe, do you want to give somebody else? Do you want to give anybody a bonus experience point here?
I do. But the person I give it to can't use it to level up, Eli.
Joe, you already got the heroism.
You said to stop. I should take that point away now.
Yeah. Joe, settle down, buddy. Before you lose it.
That's crazy.
It's fine if you don't have a vote here.
No, I would again, just because I didn't agree with it, yet it still happened. I still liked the health inspector thing. That's what I'm just going to call that bit now, the health inspector thing.
All right. Zeb, just cause.
just cause one.
Yeah.
I would just cause to Jonesy because I feel like he missed out on a couple.
All right.
Yeah, he didn't have the most fruitful night tonight.
Yeah, I was kind of just cruising along with it. Yeah.
Which
People
is very
go at
much in
different
your
rates.
character.
No, Joe's
All
tummy
right.
was acting up, so
Randy.
it was a bit spotty, as you said.
Pants are dry, though.
Just cause, yeah, maybe Joe. I'll give it to Joe. Just cause he's the glue that
Okay.
holds this whole ship together, and
Oh,
I love
yeah.
his character, and he dressed for the part as always, and he just all deserves the point. Let's just give it to Jonesy.
It's your extra experience, Mr. Boss Man.
Yep. Go ahead and put down one last bonus XP, Joe.
Nice. That brings me to 874.3.
Yeah, good job.
Damn, I only
Joe.
have 11.
So then, that wraps up the XP portion of our session tonight. Do we have any closing thoughts? Any last remarks on the session tonight?
If you guys want, I can read through my notes.
Ooh, the journal?
God, I can read through my random notes too.
All right, so my journal goes, it's like bullets. I find Victor Cruz. Find more soup. Found napkin. Dropped the fucking napkin. And then weird vibe at private pier. Stretch a highway where coyotes are heard but never seen. And then I have the 2 ashes just to the storage unit. And I jotted a note down to be more discreet that the town folk are not welcoming of outsiders and they're quick to shut down and very protective of one another.
Yeah. Good notes. Mine are just basic notes from the campaign. So nothing special like that.
That's thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing.
We're so proud of you, Zeb.
Zeb, give yourself an experience point, not your character, but you.
Right.
You specifically. We're taking notes. Good job.
Any other closing remarks?
Eli, thank you for a wonderful campaign. It was fun. Looking forward to the next one when we start getting shot at by Nika.
Hey, I'm going to do some smooth talking, or at least some slow talking. So we'll see how that goes.
Hey, dude, like totally, we've been like trying to find our friend and stuff, dude.
But I tell you, for now though, like we can all say like bye.
Bye.
Adios.
The preceding podcast was brought to you by One Joe Young. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.
So then I was like, bang, gotcha. It was like, bang, gotcha. Wait, what are we doing? Oh, we're leaving. All right, bye.